2 o'clock already. Try to wrap this up. Feel like still playing? You wanna quit? Okay, come on. Finish this up. Fight, 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 fight. Watch the planks. That'll hurt you. Slam, bada bam, in the can. I gotta make a video on my main channel. I gotta figure out how to record it. Dad, I told you, watch out for that plate. I was joking. Yeah, those are the planks. Like you see me just jump around it and you went right into it. Slam, bada bam, in a can. I was going through the Genesis version, that Hearthstone, whatever it's called. It's definitely different. Like you make use a button to run rather than you can tap it. Watch out for the cannonballs. Here, watch out. Oh! I got hit. And these a-holes, they get hit by it too, which is good. They take damage. This for you, more. I was watching the X-Men show. So I recently got them. You seen me watching a little bit, huh? Yeah, it's cause like I knew it was around basically back when it was like on Fox Kids. I checked it out a bit, but I got into a habit of like rewatching like old classics. So I basically picked it up and I was watching it. It was interesting. I gotta watch more of it though, before I can make a more astute observation, analysis. I should probably do that. I want to do like I see other YouTubers, they do that, like analysis, like shit like that, but I don't want to make it like a video essay, cause that's boring. I'd rather just like do like my own review kind of thing, like what I liked about it, you know, or like what I thought of, you know, my thoughts of the show and whatnot. And, you know, basically just talk shit about it, like if I like it, if I don't. So I was watching like the first 2 episodes of the X-Men series, which is Night of the Sentinels 1 and 2, and they basically found Jubilee, and you know, and they're basically explaining what mutants are and whatnot. You can grab it. They explain what mutants are, and basically being a mutant is basically an allegory for being black. In case you guys didn't know, being a mutant, basically if you're a mutant, you're black. You're a black person. Because you get discriminated in the same way. That's basically how the world portrays mutants and how people see them. Oh, you're a mutant. We don't like your kind around here, and you know they say all that shit. Yeah, basically they pick up Jubilee, and there's this guy. You know, he has his hate for mutants. He's trying to hunt them down and kill them, or capture them, and do something with them. You know. Obviously, he wants to kill him in the long run. But basically, you know, we meet the team: Wolverine, Cyclops, Storm, Rogue, Gambit, and then Morph. I don't know who the fuck Morph was. Like, 'cause he was morphing. I thought he was on some like Mystique shit. Okay, they're done. They just fighting each other. That's Jubilee. She's this Asian American mutant. She can shoot fireworks. Like, it ain't nothing crazy. That's what she does, shoot fireworks. Pew, 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 pew.
Then we was talking about another dude that could...
Morph.
The dude that looks like he's blue.
You talking about Beast? That's Beast, boy. You don't know X-Men? Like, to me, like, X-Men is like my favorite part of Marvel. Like, I like X-Men more than the Avengers. I don't fuck with the Avengers like that. Like, the only Avenger I really like is Iron Man. Iron Man is dope. And Cap, he alright, but I like Iron Man more than Cap. But yeah, I fuck with X-Men way more than Avengers. Who? Marvel or DC? I hate that argument. Like, why does that have to be a thing? Why can't I just like both? Like, why I gotta pick one over the other? I hate when people mention that, or they like have these little like fanboy wars over it. Oh, you like DC? DC don't got no good comics besides Batman. Like shut up. Like, it's obviously gotta be Batman. He's the best one. Ironically enough. Nah, I can't say that. DC got some good shit, but I don't like. Watchmen is supposed to be like a cornerstone of DC, but I seen that live action movie and in theater. I hated that movie. It made me hate Watchmen, like watching that live action movie. So especially Dr. Manhattan. Fuck that guy. I hate him. Fucking naked asshole. This guy is blue. He's like a super genius. He can do every fucking thing, and he walks around naked with his wee-wee hanging out. Like, it is weird, and it's just weird and awkward. And it's like that in the comics, and it's like that in that movie. And it's like, what? Why? And I would say a little bit more, but that's a little bit more explicit. He's trying to do some weird shit to his wife. It's like, what the hell? It's like, what? And he's like, oh, this is what you want? She's like, what? You guys know what I'm talking about in the comments, but I don't want to say it. Try to be subtle. But, yeah, we got that. Yeah, I don't fuck with Watchmen. Batman is dope because he's just a dope character. He don't got no powers, but he still be whooping ass. You know, like he's dope. Like his outfit design with the black, got the cape, he looks menacing. Remember we were watching the animated series? Like those are some good, like especially that. That's another reason why Batman's like really dope, because that animated series is a good show. Like the writing it is real strong, so where adults and kids can watch it and like they both can take something away from it. You know. Like basically like the show would hit like it would touch on like mature themes but not going overboard into them, you know, so kids won't be too alienated, but adults would be like, oh okay, I see where they're going with that. Okay, like it deals with a lot of those concepts like that. It's a good show. Also that show introduced Harley Quinn for you fans of her. People love Harley Quinn. I don't know, they are infatuated with her. But yeah, she's alright because she's, you know, supposed to be like Joker's partner. So it's like Joker is like, you know, people love Joker too, I guess, because he's like pure chaos, right? Why so serious? Why so serious? Like, yeah, I fuck with that too. That was dope. Heath Ledger, rest in peace. He's a dope Joker. Yeah, people like Joker because of that like chaos manifested. Like especially a lot of black people. I don't know why they like that shit like that, but there's a life here, but there's a barrel, so watch out. I need that life though. There we go, set up. Yep. Yeah, she was. That's basically all she was. I mean, you know, each reboot they did, they kept changing her. Like, she was a student, and like, I don't know. You tell me, what was the one she was in that you watched? The CG one? She was a student, right? No, okay. Because in like the newest one, they made her black for some reason. That throws me off too. Because like they try to force diversity, so like they'll take pre-established characters and they'll change their race, you know, to fit like whatever dynamic, cultural, like they're shooting for. Maybe it continue to start. Yeah, like in that new Batman trailer with the Twilight guy, they had Gordon be black. They switched up his race. Like that's not like my thing. Like I'm down for diversity. I love diversity, but I'd rather you make an original character than take a pre-existing character and then, like, you know, doing that. Same thing with like these live action remakes of like Annie. They made Annie black. It's like, what? Annie's supposed to be this ginger redhead. And like they wanted to remake Little Mermaid and make her black. I'm like, what? Why? Like, who's this for? Like, why don't you just make a new character? Why don't you make a new mermaid movie? That'd be cool. Original story. That's what I like. Originality. Oh God, don't get me started on that crap. What is Disney doing with these live action remakes? They're trash. Did you see Lion King? The live action Lion King with the CG lions? It's terrible. I got like halfway through it and I said, fuck this trash. I'm not watching the rest. It's trash. That door. It's trash, man. Yeah, I said I'm not watching that shit. It's like the charm of Disney goes back to like their 2D animation days. When they, you know, I grew up on the Disney movies, so that's probably why I'm into art like the way I am. Because I used to watch those movies all the time. And like, I was saying, like the charm of Disney comes from those animations because they put a lot of work into, you know, and thought. Because when you animate and make a cartoon or art, a lot of thought goes into it. You know, and those animations prove it because they have good stories as well as the art and animation is like really like nice. So like that's the whole part of Disney's charm and appeal back in the day was that. And bonuses. But yeah, so basically Lion King, like in Mulan, excuse me, they suffer from that. It's like they lose their appeal by transitioning to live action, and then especially Mulan, because they turned Mulan into Crouch the Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You ever seen that crappy movie? I don't like it. Chow Yun-Fat's in it, and I'm not a fan of his. But basically, like Crouch the Tiger, Hidden Dragon, they take martial arts, then they exaggerate them to the point where like they're flying off the walls and like trying to do this like anime shit. I mean, it's cool, I guess, but not from Mulan. Like Mulan, like they had Mushu. Mushu was dope. Eddie Murphy. And it was more like they had more grounded characters. Like Aladdin suffered from that too. I seen Aladdin. You saw Aladdin?
I didn't see it, but I saw the trailer.
Like, yeah, like Will Smith, like there's a lot of controversy behind him being Genie. It's like, oh, nobody can ever replace Robin Williams. Like, he's too classic. It's like, yeah, Robin Williams, he's a fucking classic, man. Like, rest in peace, Robin. But Will Smith, he did a good fucking job as Genie. I'll say that. Like, if anybody can play Genie, Will Smith, he nailed it. But other than that, like, I didn't like Jasmine, Aladdin, and like the overall story. I hated Jafar. Jafar was such a bitch. Like, he was a bitch. Like, he was not cool. Like, the cartoon one was way cooler. The cartoon was way cooler. The live action though, like Jafar was trash, man. You gotta pay.
Disney's like doing all these movies, and you hear about
Dora?
Yeah, I
Talking about Dora the Explorer?
Yeah, I think it got canceled.
Nah, they made that movie. I see it on that drop Redbox, whatever. Yeah, it's on YouTube too. Like, they made a live action Dora. I don't know why, but I mean, hey, it's more diversity. Like I said, I'm for diversity. And they want to make a Dora movie, yeah, that's fine. And I'm not into it, but that's fine, But yeah, Disney, they fucking up Mulan. And the story behind that is like they changed the character dynamics. Shang, her basically trainer, her mentor, they changed his role, kind of like what they did with Jasmine and Aladdin, to kind of fit this new like political cultural era, where basically like Me Too, like women can do everything, that kind of movement. Yeah, and I don't know. Cause like at the point in the movie where like in Aladdin, where because they were trying to get like Aladdin to be the Sultan, right? Because Aladdin, he never wanted to be Sultan, right? So in the newer movie they're like, oh, let's make Jasmine the Sultan. And I was like, what? I mean, Yeah, and then they even made up this new song for her, like, oh, I'm a strong female, I could be this and that, I could do whatever. It's like, what the hell? Like, what am I watching? Not that they're wrong when women they can do whatever they want. No, I'm saying they're capable of anything, but I'm saying like for that movie, like it felt so out of place, and yeah, it's so forced, and it felt like they were just trying to appeal to a certain crowd, which you know which crowd they're going towards, that left crowd. They shut the, that's basically what Disney's doing. They're just being like focused on this political agenda, just trying to please this left crowd. And I don't know, man. They just be fucking up. Yeah, Jasmine being Sultan. It was weird.
Oh, Jazz?
Yeah, Jasmine, because Aladdin, he never wanted to be Sultan. Yeah, and in their culture, it's like, I think men are the rulers. That's just how it was back in the day. Like, you can't change history, That's how it was. That's how it was. Like, black people didn't have white people for slaves, you can't just change history. Like, black people were slaves, like, that's how it was.
Yeah, I like that.
A lot of people, like, they do that when they, like, remake this shit, because they want to appeal to the current generation, because people are so sensitive nowadays. You can't, like, just say whatever it is and be real about stuff. You gotta, like, dance around, beat around the bush. Otherwise, you gotta say a fucking apology to whatever group you offended. You know what I'm saying? You lose your job if you say something out of line that don't agree. Yeah, you get canceled. You get cancel culture. Oh, that's toxic. That's toxic. I don't want to talk about that. It's toxic. But yeah, you get canceled, lose your job over some bullshit. It's crazy. People are just bored because it's quarantine, so they just got nothing better to do to make other people miserable. It's part of that troll culture, when you troll online. That's pretty much what it is. It's part of that. But yeah, Disney be fucking up. So they basically took Shang, his role out of the movie, in the current one, and they basically, he's the guy who trained Mulan, and he was kind of a mentor, and then later he became like a love interest for her. You remember the cartoon Mulan? Remember when they were training? He was like, "I'm gonna make a man." Remember to make a man out you saw? And he was like, "Oh, you don't remember?" Oh, yeah, that's alright. Yeah, but basically he trained them how to fight to prepare them for the war. And he had a big effect on Mulan. Like Mulan saved him even in the cartoon a couple times. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. There was no reason to change it. Like Mulan she was doing shit, in the cartoon. Like I don't see why changing Shang's character. What I'm trying to say is I don't see how they can think that Shang will shine Mulan just for him being a male in this movie. Because Mulan, Mulan, like I said, she was doing shit. Like, she defeated the Huns, and she did the training, and she saved Shang a couple times. Show her the dead. But, yeah, Disney, man. Like I said, they're trying to appeal to that group. That's all that is. Female empowerment. It's just forced. It's there's nothing wrong with him being a love interest and a commander at the same time. It's Mulan's done enough in that movie to prove herself, Mulan's the hero. Shang wasn't a hero. Shang didn't defeat the Huns. Mulan did in the cartoon. I don't know. You didn't see that Lion King. That thing was trash, man. Good. Oh, this bitch dropped on me. Oh, he's being a bitch. Dropping low. Yeah. Like I said, part of Disney's charm was the 2D animation. Lion King is phenomenal. I can watch this movie to this day and still enjoy it. Same thing a lot of Disney movies. I can watch them and still enjoy them. like, I don't mind the songs. Some people do songs pity. They're okay. You know, they're alright. Lion King 2, on the other hand, I don't fuck with that. I don't like Lion King 2. I only like the first one. I think that's because the stories are different. Because Lion King 1 is based more like off of Hamlet, and I more prefer Hamlet than Romeo and Juliet. Because Lion King 2 is based off Romeo and Juliet. You know, with the warring families, then like their like love, their children love each other, then you know they intervene. That story, that's Romeo and Juliet. That's basically what that story was. The opposing families come together. Damn, we're at the end already. It was. It's classic. This is a classic movie. Like a lot of Disney movies were. This is it. You can't hit him directly. He's gonna fuck you up. So like, look at like when he attacks, just move out the way. Damn. It's gonna be rough. You gotta keep moving. Like move up and down. Gonna wait for the right attack. That's an instant kill. I can't. There we go. Kinda gotta focus on this. There we go. Because you can only hit him when he does like the two attacks that aren't fire. When he does fire, you can't hit him. There we go. Yeah, that was it. Damn, fucking up. There we go. There we go. There we go. More should do it. This for you, Morph. That's funny because Wolverine said that. And he bodied the Sentinel. He just stabbed it up. This for you, Morph. He just killed the Sentinel. It was kind of funny. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, our 4 reptilian heroes, have overcome the Argyllan Shredder. Got this big ass rat. Just chilling. Yeah! Big ass fucking rat. Nobody care about him.
I like that one.
The 3D, the CG one?
Yeah.
That was a cool version of Splinter, I ain't gonna lie. He was like big buff, like this old like OG master. I was like, that's kinda dope. I fuck with that, cause in the older cartoon, like Splinter was like just like a little shrimpy like mouse, you know. But the CG one, they made it like bigger, like, you know, he had more of a presence. Like, it was kinda dope. I mean, Kurai?
Yeah.
Kurai was his daughter in that?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be Shredder's adopted daughter, so they made the Splinter's daughter in this version.
Yeah, like his file his daughter. And then she ended up getting
Kurai? She got mutated? What, she turned into a turtle?
what was it? Some type of serpent or something.
I don't remember that. I remember in the later movie, they made a girl turtle. I think she's from the future or some shit like that.
Oh.
But yeah. Yeah, guys, this is basically us talking about what the fuck is going on with Disney and just old cartoons and shit. But, you know, that's just part of like cultural thing. Like the 90s were like, I'm from the 90s, so I remember a lot of good old shit. And I like talking about that shit because they're classic. And they don't make them like they used to. Same thing a lot of old people say. It's true though. It's true. These old games are a part of it. Like they hold up. Raphael. But I was talking about Batman boy. Like, he's dope. Cause like his world and the characters in his world are like just they're interesting. Like Batman's villains, you can name like a whole bunch of them, and they're all interesting villains. Like Penguin, Two-Face, Clayface, Ivy, Catwoman. You know, Catwoman's a mixture. She's bad, but she's good at the same time. Like she has her own interests. Joker's and people love him. Like I said before, because he's just like embodied chaos. Especially a lot of black people, that shit resonate with them. Yeah. Red Hood concepts, he's alright. I mean, nothing wrong with him. Like, you know, even though the idea of Red Hood doesn't belong to Jason Todd, because Red Hood was just an outfit. Because Joker wore it before he was Joker. You know, when he did a job, like he just took on the Red Hood mantle. Because it's just a mantle, but like I said, like then Jason Todd took it and like, you know, just reused it. Before Joker had the accent, he had the Red Hood, and then he like got caught up in the bullshit, transformed or mutated, whatever. But yeah, like Batman is definitely like a main pillar of DC, I would say. He's dope. Like you see all the movies they keep making of Batman. It's like he's not going away. He's popular. Batman's fucking popular for a reason. Yeah, they got the Robert Patterson, Peterson, whatever, the Twilight guy. He's doing Batman. I seen the trailer. I hated Twilight personally, because I remember I was dating my ex, and she was into it, and I had to go see it. Because we was on the day we was watching the movie. I was bored out of my fucking mind. I hated that damn movie. So when I think of him, I get angry because I think of that time I'm sitting in that theater watching that crap. It's a terrible movie. And I think that's another reason why he had to go so hard in that trailer. You see the trailer? So basically, they showed some bullshit. They showed Black Gordon. Then they show him at the end, and he's fighting this one. He fights one guy, and then he hits this one guy like 12 times before like bringing him down. It's like, and then like I seen people react to it after I watched it myself, and like they're like overhyping it. Like, oh, this is OG. Congratulations, you complete your training. And come on, text, bub. I'm gonna read my line. You're now true ninjas. You basically played hard mode and you beat it. Sounds kind of like Dick Gumshoe. Yeah, if you don't play it on hard, like he basically just says, yo, you a bitch for not playing hard mode. Go back and play it. That's basically what he says. You have to go play it on hard, get that ending. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Thank you for playing. Like old games used to thank you for playing their games, like back in the day. Like what? They used to thank you. 30 minutes. That's not bad. That's quick. And I was just talking the whole time. Getting sidetracked. I was talking about Batman. But yeah. Yeah, people was all hyping the trailer because they seen him like, you know, beat this guy down. It's like, because I thought about it, and I got, from my first impression, I was like, alright. I was like, alright, he took him down. And then like I wasn't excited. I was like, okay. And then I thought about it, I was like, why is he going so hard on this one dude? I'm like, Batman, he don't go overboard like that. Especially when he's fighting like multiple people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Batman will like strike you down, like his punches will be like deliberate, or his attacks, right? He'll do just enough just to take you out, because he'll move on to the next person who he has to fight. But this dude was going so hard on this one guy. This one guy. I gotta show you that trailer so you can see it. He was going so hard. Actually, I'm pulled up on my phone. Yo, he hit this motherfucker 12 times. Then he dropped him and then he was hitting him. I was like, what? It's like, bruh. And I know why they did it. To give people that reaction. It's like, oh, you think this the Twilight guy? Nah, he's Batman. See him whooping ass? It's like, alright. Because they're trying to get rid of that stigma of him being the Twilight guy. You know, because like no male in their right mind likes that fucking movie. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you know, it's a female movie. Nothing wrong with that. And I hate how I have to say that nowadays. Instead of, you know, it being implied. Batman trailer. It's not year one. But yeah, they're trying to make him seem hard, you know? And like, I see his face, and he would nail Nightwing. I ain't gonna lie, he'll nail Robin or Nightwing. I don't see him as a Batman. I just don't. I don't see him as a Batman. I'm gonna pull this trailer up. That basically makes a fucking reaction. This is basically gonna be Riddler. This is basically him being his first year as Batman. Yeah, they got Black Gordon. Yeah. And I read an article that basically they want him to be like more detective based because Batman, he's like a jack of all trades. He does everything: crime scene, investigation. He's a detective. You know, he's a martial artist. Like he's a genius, right? And like I said, I see his face. He'll nail Nightwing. Yeah, since the Twilight guy. Like he'll nail Nightwing. That's Catwoman. She's like doing the job. Like they have like these Joker wannabes in there. Like I said, like this is like a prequel, so it's like prequel Catwoman, and that's gonna be Riddler. Yeah, here we go. This Joker. Yeah, he just wailing on this one guy.
Yeah, that's too.
Oh, vengeance.
Yeah,
You see what I'm talking about? Like all that for one dude. This guy's crazy. And they put that in there so that people be like, oh, this Twilight guy, he's not a pussy. Like that's basically why they did that, to say he's not a pussy. Because Twilight, he was a sparkling vampire. Like that's he looks like Nightwing. He don't look like Batman. He looks like a Nightwing. Why did they pick him for Batman? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that was the Batman trailer.